We asked and we asked nicely, but there's going to be no more asking, only demanding. And it's not going to be pleasure. It's going to be business, JB. Gentlemen.
You have a good night, Sting. Sting, yeah. All right. Gentlemen and Charmel, here's to the Main Event Mafia. Born tonight. Amen.
Welcome to OSW Review, the old school wrestling video podcast, filmed in glorious grapple vision and encoded with blast processing. We chronologically critique wrestling storylines, pay-per-view by pay-per-view. This is a run-in by your boy, Jay Hunter, the Waka to our woe, V1.
What's the crack?
And Mr. Hey Hey, OSE.
Voodoo.
It's OSW 117 Impact live in Vegas, and it's coming up right now. Welcome, Noggers. Happy days are here again. V1, how's it going, man?
Not too bad, not too bad. Enjoying this trip into TNA.
How is your Twitch journey into video games?
It's been really, really nice lately. Playing some wrestling, been working through Raw 1 and 2. Raw 1, very stinky. Raw 2, decent fun. Playing as big motherfuckers.
What do you want out of me, huh?
And losing.
What a pick.
Oh, I did manage to get the big rig segment in front of Angry Video Game Nerd, James Roth, and he said, haha, that's hilarious.
Great.
Yep.
Oh man, Scotty Riggs! Big Riggs! Big motherfucking Riggs! Oh man, he said he watched the video, that bit, over and over. He's super nice about it.
Yep, here we go. Guys, this is too cool. Must have watched it dozens of times already because it brought back great memories with The Raven Effect, Lodi1Brad. Dig it big time. Brilliant.
Awesome. Really, really happy that, you know, the guys are getting to watch their old stuff and have a bit of crack.
And maybe because he's tagged or atted or whatever, Lodi, your boy, maybe Lodi's going to get on board.
Oh, tell him he got to bring a sign. He can have the number 8 and the top 7 worst Lodi sign. And you can watch all of your Twitch goodness at
twitch.tv/OSW Review.
Kablamo! And don't let Mr. OSE's dancing eyes and bubbly bum personality fool you. He's actually, believe it or not, somewhat taciturn. Uncommunicative, saying little. That was from Better Call Saul. OSE,
yeah.
Just want to give a quick shout out to our boy Trey for having our stuff on loop at his store, even when Ethan Page is in town.
Ooh,
Page
nice.
Yeah, that's right. Match. That's why I'm bold. That's why you're bold.
I forgot he cost you the match. Oh my god.
Can you help me? I'm gonna need you to hold this as tight as you can.
Oh yeah.
Pull it, pull it, pull it.
Oh my god.
Hey, relax, man.
Lovely stuff.
So if you're in Indiana, drop in to say hello at Savage Cards and Collectibles, Napanee, Indiana. N-A-P-A-N-E-E. Napanee.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, Napanee, Indiana. Napanee, Indiana.
Yep.
You just got to get it once. You can cut around it. Ooh, just the PSAs. You love the old PSA, Steve. AEW's King Serpentico is now known as the Boy Stable Superstar.
Yeah, the Boy Stable Superstar.
Oh, I love it.
Steve,
going to get him over.
Tell us what you know about Mr. Pentico here.
Now,
tell us what you don't know about
AEW wrestler. Probably not used as much as he should be. You know, if you're a big fan of watching Dark and Elevation, you're going to see him there. If you watch Dynamite exclusively, you don't get to see him very often. Like, super talented guy. definitely boy-worthy wrestler, you know? Someone who you would like to see more of.
Okay, so maybe you can see all of them. Let's get him on Dynamite. Boy stable superstar.
I love it.
Yeah, and thank you to Tarpo getting the word out there.
Fucking animal.
Weighing 185 pounds, Sir Pentacle.
Life is not without risk. To evolve, we must embark on a path of chance.
Epic Life is Not Without Risk intro. Tonight the dream blossoms, the legacy expands. Do you like this intro?
I love all of TNA's promos in this era. The guy doing the voice, he's amazing.
Is that Barry Scott?
I love the setting now. They do massively overuse it, but I still love the setting of all the wrestlers in really good lighting, standing in the rain, and for Sting sometimes the rain goes in reverse.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I thought this was great.
Yeah, he's like Sting, dark alleyway, crumbling debris, wire metal, rain pouring up at night. Real Batman badassery there.
Yet another bold step will be taken in the evolution of this growing global phenomenon.
This is my destiny. This is the true destiny. This will be mine. Coming across the land.
Amazing. New theme song for a new era. It's TNA Impact, October 23rd, 2008, from Las Vegas Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, in front of an 800 sellout in attendance and 1.6 million viewers at home. From the Texas Hold'em table, it's commentators Don West and Mike Tenay. Tonight is the first time ever TNA has gone on the road for their weekly show, and for the first time ever in high def and widescreen. What's the first thing in high def? Velvet Sky's arse.
Very clever.
Yep.
At the same time, they're putting this across as a brand new era. We're growing the show. We're growing the audience.
Well, something's growing.
You literally put on quite possibly the worst match that your company can. Like, I don't know if... I don't know if they have two wrestlers who could go out there and have a less competent match.
Yeah, he's correct. He's right.
It's mask versus face.
So I have it written here. Not great to watch, but lovely to look at.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fair.
She was looking to gain revenge tonight. This is her chance against Velvet Sky.
It's Velvet Holler, Velvet Sky with Angelina Love and Cute Kip versus Rockin' Rave's Christy Hemme. As you recall, as an ex-WWE talent, 2003 Diva Search winner, Christy Hemme is the
idiot walking.
Christy Hemme is the highest paid women's wrestler in TNA, over $100,000 a year, whereas Velvel is likely making, have a guess?
Gotta be 50.
How much? 50 quid. No, it's better than that. A bag of ham, like.
50,000.
Okay, what do you think?
A year?
Yeah.
I'm going to undercut Steve and say 30 grand a year.
On a weekly basis, she makes $300.
We're all doing the maths.
Yeah. So that's 20 grand a year.
Oh, shit. On national television.
Does she have side gigs?
Well,
Could she not do modelling? I mean, look, there's no reason for her to be paid that little, but I would hope she's got other gigs. I would hope.
For what it's worth, Honky Tonk Man said Bischoff was able to renegotiate Hemme for 175 grand when he came in, because he's a big fan of Christy Hemme.
It's because she wore chaps and she looked like a biker chick.
The chaps.
Fucking Shawn
Chaps
Michaels would have been on big money.
$250,000.
And Angle promises that he will not only one-up Mick Foley's major announcement.
90s women's wrestling is back, with throwing Christy by her hair, stamp on a hair and pull her up, mount at the turnbuckle and throw her head into it. Ooh, did you cop Christy running the rope? She makes almost no indent on the rope, like she kind of just touches off and it doesn't budge. Billed at 117 pounds or 53 kilograms. Kick to the breadbasket, axe kick, which is very generous. Hair pull slam, setting her up for a Brett's Rope FFG, a flying fire crotch guillotine. Fire crotch because she's ginger. And Christy steals the win in a whopping 2 minutes 43.
Could be the FFG. Here it is. A flying fire crotch guillotine. 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Christy Hemme.
I'm going to be very generous here. I think that they wrestled with heat and they had a bit of fire. That's being very generous.
That's ridiculous.
It was mostly
philanthropic, Steve.
Hair-based offense, though. So yeah, it's two non-wrestlers having a non-match, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
For 163 seconds.
Yeah.
No, we've said everything that needs to be said. But one question: could you do Christy Hemme's finisher?
I think I would genuinely die if I attempted that move. I'd take it.
Yeah, I think I'd be.
Okay I'd be happy to look at the lights while she earns her 175 grand.
29 seconds later, stop hot dogging Christy. Cut to the commentators running down the card as the motion graphics wrestlers don't look at each other.
It's the word, either have them looking completely side on profile or straight on to the camera. It's so, I know we commented on
this kind of 45 degree, still better than Roxy. With her deer in the headlights, but I'm with you guys.
Thank you very much, Don and Mike. And while I'm certainly excited to be here tonight in high definition television, I received an urgent phone call from you last night, Kurt Angle, at 12 o'clock.
JB is backstage with suit-clad Kurt, calm and glass tumbler in hand. Very nice back room, literally the nicest TNA I've ever had. Soft, fancy two-tone beige chairs, fully carpeted, dark curtains. To counteract Jarrett and Foley riding off into the sunset together, Kurt's taken some drastic measures, and by midnight last night, the deal was done. Camera pulls back and, oh, there's Booker T.
Do you see Jeremiah?
You see, Jeremiah? What we have here, the elite. The best. The best of the best.
The king of the jungle, the lion, is a dangerous meat-eating beast. It runs in a pack. And we are the lions of TNA. From this point on, we take what we want. Don't axe. We want
respect.
Pan over to a thus far silent Kevin Nash. He explains this business is about money, power, and
respect.
There's one last member to reveal as a gawking JB mumbles in disbelief.
Stinger?
Why look so surprised, JB? We tried individually, JB. We tried the nice way, JB. All we wanted was a little bit of
respect,
JB. 75 years of wrestling history between us. We won't be asking, it won't be pleasure. It'll be business. And then Kurt finishes with Gentleman and Charmel. Here's to the Main Event Mafia. Born tonight.
Born tonight. Amen.
What'd you think? What'd you think?
Really enjoyed this segment. The whole thing. Kurt's great. Peak Booker. For me, this is peak. Booker had, what, a 30-year career? Peak Booker. This segment. Well, no. We get... there's an episode of Impact we'll cover that's better than this, but this is amazing.
In a few
Booker.
weeks' time,
Kevin Nash, this is the ideal role for Kevin Nash because he clearly doesn't give a fuck, but it plays into his character.
It fucking works,
It
doesn't
does.
it? Yeah.
It does. And then Sting... I don't think Sting should have worked in this. Well, we'll cover the Main Event Mafia a little bit more as we go along. But right now, he plays into the role so well. And I did not expect he would make a good heel turn. And I think he did.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Steve. I loved this segment. It's felt big. Much bigger, much grander than TNA usually pulls off. And in the history of pro wrestling, this is a unique feeling group because usually in a group you get your main eventer, you get your muscle, you get your tag team, and you get your young guy that you want to get over. And they're like, no, none of this. All world champions, all massive stars. And we're going to run with this really, really great first promo. Looking forward to more of this bollocks.
It went so well. Bollocks.
Jay?
Oh man, I was like, there it is. Kurt toasting to the Main Event Mafia. Milestone moment. The reveal of the next year of storyline. I love the camera work here. Like, it starts off tight with JB and Kurt, pulls back to reveal Booker, who's also there, pan to show Nash, and then finally Sting walks into shot. Like, so each one is different, each given their own time to shine in a segment that features them as a whole. Fantastic execution. Almost ruined by Booker T, because he's so funny. Yeah. And he's like threatening to undermine everyone. Like, he's trying to break them, basically.
Yeah, he nearly breaks Nash and Kurt. You can see that Nash has to take just a second just to kind of like swallow it back. Then he powers on through. And I bet you these lads had so much fun during this run. It must have been brilliant to be one of those boys.
Yep. And to your point, you couldn't do this segment live. There's no way they got that first take with Booker doing his respect. There's no way. There's the only
it's
one.
So fucking funny.
It's hilarious. The only one of us who'd be able to keep a straight face is Steve. He's the master of kayfabe.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able for it. Like, and not an appropriately fitting suit in sight as well. This is like Mark Jindrak levels of suit, isn't it? It's amazing.
Yeah. Oh man, with Kurt Angle, he comes out later and he doesn't have his jacket on. He just has the shirt.
Yeah.
It's like he must have gotten that from Mabel. Holy God.
We want respect from this point on.
I mean, this business has always been about three things: money, power, and respect.
Respect.
You know, Joe gave me no respect.
Respect.
Joe gave Scott Hall no respect.
Respect.
This business was built on honor, dignity, and respect.
Respect.
Mick Foley and Jeff Jarrett have promised us an enormous announcement.
Outside, Lauren is awaiting Mick Foley's entrance. A limo pulls up. Ooh! Then it kind of tries to park, and then a shitty lime green and white Volkswagen Beetle farts into view. It's Mick Foley! Fantastic visual.
Chitty, bang, bang.
Hey!
You're welcome.
The Mixter says tonight's announcement is coming later tonight when the Hard Rock's full up, but it's big. Real big. The show was started. How many more people are coming?
It's something in wrestling kayfabe that does my gears in. Yeah, like it happens in a few weeks' time where like AJ gets there late and he's angry that they didn't wait for him. I was like, that's your fault, mate.
Yeah.
Be on time for work.
Yeah, it starts at the same time every week.
You could forgive Foley, he's the boss.
Yeah.
You know, or Vince in WWE, you could, but just a random wrestler walking in with his bag. Where have you been?
Yeah, surely you show up at 4 o'clock and then they tell you what you're doing, then you can go off for dinner and come back, do you know? Anyway. Booker T has an in-ring promo. The king of the jungle gets a standing ovation. Hot crowd, and reveals what's in the briefcase. The TNA Legends Championship. Booker said, it cost TNA somewhere between 5 and 10 grand.
It's lovely.
It is a lovely belt.
Wow, look at that championship belt.
Look at that belt. I mean, that is unbelievable.
Just a note, when they show off the Legends Championship, beautiful 1080 rip, but there's lots of bright lights, looks great, sharp image, blistering colours. Like, I loved do you like all the Vegas accoutrements they have there as well? The flamingo girls dotted around the arena, the Hard Rock memorabilia, guitars on the wall. I think it all looks very nice.
I think we better, if they wanted to harken back to the old days of TNA, they need to get those girls in cages,
It's so seedy. It is a strip
grimy.
Yeah.
Booker, the TNA Legends Champion.
Ooh, snappy dresser Christian interrupts. Do you like what he was wearing there?
No, like Christian with the baggy jeans, and we all would have been wearing similar to that back then. But like,
it's like a UFC influence with the kind of affliction style shirts.
Definitely.
The designs.
I was thinking, I was only looking at him waist down. I was focused on the jeans, is what I'm saying. I was focused on
the bulge. Yeah.
Not for me, but at the time, I'm sure I would have been like best dressed man in wrestling.
And looks like some second-rate, cheap Little John impersonator that speaks with some ridiculous accent.
Christian, black dress shirt with floral design on the flank and arm. Also, collar and cuff. In AEW, he's updated his look. He's got the Bond villain turtleneck.
He's got the turtleneck and like suede jacket. It's good stuff.
He's got the skinniest skinny jeans, man.
Skinny jeans are in, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't.
He should book that trend, man, because like you can see he weighs whatever 150 pounds or something. It's like holy shit. Like he looks like Darby Allin in those jeans.
He needs more like Daisy Dukes, just like go on top, just like Darby.
Commentators are quick to note Captain Charisma. Christian hasn't taken sides in the civil war of TNA originals from ex-WWF/WCW veterans. Christian calls him Little John, the rapper.
What?
Which is a Chappelle reference, who was the biggest comedian in the world in 2003 to 2006. And Little John is one of his character parodies.
Little John's a real rapper.
Yeah.
He did that one with Usher, that good song from like 2003.
Change the subject.
What?
Change the subject?
What?
I'm going to change the subject if that's all right with you.
Okay!
Can you ask me a question?
Yeah!
You're serious?
Okay!
Christian?
What?
This was terrible.
It worked at the time.
Yeah, very much.
In 2008?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, even in 2008, it was like a year or so past the sell-by date, but, you know, things didn't move as fast back then, you know?
In wrestling, things don't move fast. The mullet's still going. Like 96.
Yeah.
I love Christian. He riles up Booker so much that he drops the accent and starts talking street.
That was great.
Because he has his African King of the Jungle gig. Then he was like, I'm going to bust you up.
Sucker.
Christian! What? See, now I'm about to bust your butt.
Even though Booker said the Legends title was for him and him alone, Christian goads him into putting his new championship on the line at Turning Point. The kicker is that if Christian loses, when he loses, he joins the Main Event Mafia.
I didn't like any of this segment, actually. I enjoyed Booker at the start. I didn't like the Lil Jon stuff. I struggled with Christian's desire to win this new makey-up title. I don't really understand why a baby face would.
I think he just doesn't want the heel to be happy.
Okay.
That's it.
And then I don't understand why Booker would want Christian to join the Main Event Mafia when he clearly doesn't want to. I know it's wrestling nonsense, but
it won't work out.
Yeah, it's not going to work out. He's, you can't trust him. So why would you do it? So overall, no, not for me.
I don't think I'd be as negative. Like, I love Booker's gimmick. I think he's great fun to watch. I think in TNA, he was character-wise at his peak. I think wrestling-wise, it might be one of his lower points because I don't think he cared very much. Unlike Steve, Little John moments, I hear him going, what? And I was like, Chappelle show, better not bring your kids. I was marking out to that. But the entire reasoning for this feud, the belt is pretty, but it's nothing. It's a toy. It's a trinket. And
Hogan strokes his beard.
5 times World Wrestling Federation champion. This belt is just a toy. It's like a trinket on a Christmas tree, like an ornament.
Yeah, it just means nothing, and I don't, other than, trying to take the toy away from like the heel, I don't know why Christian would care. And like you said, the added stip that he has to join the Main Event Mafia, I think that makes them look a bit silly because he doesn't want to be with them, and that's just going to create silliness and drama. But overall, I liked this segment.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there, Steve. Well said. No spoilers, but Christian's last match in TNA ever is at Turning Point for a few months.
Well, it depends on if you consider Impact TNA, I suppose.
Did he come back to Impact?
I thought he was Impact champion at one stage.
Like in 2017 or something?
No, like 2021, 2022.
No. He's been in AEW since...
Exclusively AEW.
Sorry, you're right. He beat Kenny Omega on the first ever Rampage to become Impact champion.
Yeah.
Anyway, this will be cut. Don't worry.
Oh, we can talk about...
don't cut my correction of you.
No, Christian, turn it around. Oh, my God.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, my goodness.
Well done, OC. And V1, can you tell us about this squibble with Kenny Omega and Christian, please?
Kenny won the Impact belt, lost to Christian. Then Christian ended up dropping it back.
God, it must be terrifying if you're like an AEW wrestler and they here go to Impact. It's like, well, give me the keys and the code to the door so I can come back in.
I'm just going to leave my scarf in the door jamb so it doesn't close. Yeah,
Terrifying.
Tony.
Imagine if you go to Impact and then you go back and then there's like a bin bag full of your stuff. Like, oh, no!
Somewhere Mickey James is pointing her fist at the sky.
That's how they got her out.
This is pretty fucking accurate. How I got my stuff. Thanks, WWE.
Backstage with Morgan and Abyss, the Monster Abbey hot dogs, and growls into the camera, and then his tummy hurts and he winces like a little dog. He's like,
Team 3D.
First of all, Lauren.
So good. Did you like his mask?
This is when Abyss is wearing his psychiatric ward white getup, and his mask is like silver. It covers half his face, and he's got a little black triangle which looks like a little doggy's nose on his face. And once it was pointed out, you will never be able to see anything else.
Yep. Spicy comparison. Because, yeah, he's a... so he just dog noises.
Imagine if his mask had little floppy ears. That would be the best thing ever, wouldn't it?
Like, that would either put him over or kill the career. I'm not sure which.
Put him in a Hell in a Kennel match.
Yeah. Nose, floppy ears, give him his magic whistle ring. He's sorted.
You're free there. Okay, we buried him enough. Yeah, he's still selling his 3rd degree burns from Bound for Glory. Abyss wants to beat up Kurt, and his pus-filled, bloody, singed skin won't stop him. Ew. Double J with JB, Jeremy Borash. What's the big announcement? What's Mick Foley's big announcement? Come on, JB. I'm not giving away Mick's big announcement. I'm done in the ring. I'm not wrestling Kurt again, but he'll get over it. I've business to take care of.
This announcement better be good. They're building this announcement up by the minute. It better not be something like Mick Foley is buying into TNA. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. It'll be something big.
It better be big, because that's not big.
I didn't sell out. I bought in.
I got to go catch up with Mick. He's got to make that big announcement. You know what it is? Mick's going to tell you.
It's now a 3-way.
Ladies and gentlemen, No Surrender continues.
Black Machismo versus Sheikh Abdul Bashir for the X Division title. Tough shit, Austin Creed. That's it for you, mate. Cheated at Bound for Glory. That's all you're getting.
Smashed by Kevin Nash the day after Bound for Glory. Yeah. To the bottom of the barrel with you, mate.
Bashir, aka the Middle Eastern Nightmare. Okay, so his gimmick is from Iran, obviously, but like, if he showed up in this gimmick to the Super Showdown, the greatest Royal Rumble, would he get a hero's welcome?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Cutting an anti-American promo.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I get the impression that some of the people love the American culture, you know, like big, grandiose movies, beautiful women, lots of money. So from that point of view, they'd be like, yeah! But then again, everyone hates the Yanks a bit, don't they?
Any of our Middle Eastern bras here, chime in the comments.
He said that was so hard.
Pearl Harbor, blindsides Machismo, high energy kickoff, punctuated with Lethal getting whipped to the ropes, springboard back out, dodge and dropkick, followed up by a suicide dive, miss an elbow, DDT, and fucking jobs out. WTF.
Under 2 minutes, lads.
Yeah. Got it. Here's your winner, still TNA X Division champion, the Middle Eastern Nightmare, Sheikh Abdul Bashir.
107 seconds.
A pittance.
So Jay Lethal, there was 9 lads in the Steel Asylum match at Bound for Glory. He beats all of them, the only one to be able to climb out of that fucking monstrosity.
Homicide is trying still. 13 years later, Hasn't gotten out, Steve.
Did he just like airlift him some food?
And his reward is to be beaten in, 107 seconds without any build-up, without barely a mention, if at all, that he won the #1 contenders match at Bound for Glory.
It's really sad.
What the fuck?
Now, also want to point out, obviously I'm going forward in time just a little bit. So we talked about Austin Creed losing, then getting jobbed out by Nash. And we talked about Lethal winning at the pay-per-view and then getting jobbed out here. And these two are two of the most notable members of the front line who will be the main defense against the Main Event Mafia. Two fucking losers. Joining the loser squad.
For losers.
Yeah, for losers. The state of it.
They'll be resurrected. We just got to get a new theme behind them. Whenever the front line get their theme.
When they get their theme. Okay, yeah. I'm looking forward to that moment.
Okay.
You couldn't wait, could you?
That's it. Yeah, so when you've got 60 on the roster, you want to feature them all every week. This is kind of what happens, and obviously that's why they were going a mile a minute as well. This match was supposed to go longer, but apparently Hemme and Velvel went too long.
At sub 3 minutes.
2:43, yeah.
Fucking hell.
And Bashir still remains the X Division champion.
AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, not very good news tonight as it appears obvious that Kevin Nash and Sting have joined forces with Kurt Angle and Booker T. What kind of effect could this have on your match tonight?
I don't know, Lauren. What do you think?
Backstage, AJ and Joe lament how there used to be 2, now there's 4 problems. AJ states it's not about the young guys or the veterans, but it's about TNA. Joe is hot at Nash, who pledges to pummel him and any other of his friends that stand in the way.
Very Johnny generic. The front line are just very, very generic.
You loved them at the time, didn't you?
Yeah.
How are you feeling now?
Different.
Time has not been kind to the TNA original.
You take my championship, Nash, I'll take your career.
So AJ comes out and says, 6 years ago, the likes of me, Joe, Chris Daniels, and Low Key carried this company. I was like, didn't Joe only sign in 2005 or 6?
Because he was fighting Jared in 2005.
So he's been there like 2 and a bit years, maximum.
He's not an original, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, that's a bit...
like Ken Shamrock's an original, right? Like Ron Killings.
Ron Killings,
yeah.
The Dicks.
Yeah.
Ariel.
Trinity.
Yeah.
Trinity.
Eric Young, maybe? No, not Eric.
I think
Canada quite early.
I don't know if he's there from the first show, but he's there very early on, like within the first couple of months. Do you know who 100% should have been in the front line? And it's a booking crime that they weren't. Beer Money.
But they're so heely.
I know, but like you could have turned them face. It's like, we may not like you, but we love TNA. Because I think James Storm has been there since the first show.
Okay.
Yeah, Team Canada a while as well. It's a bit weird. Here's a company-wide angle, but the entire tag division is, we're not, no.
Yeah.
We're doing our own thing. I've been doing my thing. You're doing your thing.
Across the line, everybody's doing what everybody's doing. Everybody's doing the same thing. I'll be doing what I'll be doing. I'll be doing my thing.
Cross the Line full music video by Dale Oliver and Adam Skaggs.
Yeah, it's great. And even the bad parts are great. The great parts are great and the bad parts are great.
Yeah. It's a full circle song.
Yep.
It's garbage, but it's great garbage. Do you like when you're getting towards the end of the song and there's like do and then he'll say a line and then between every line there's an extra like audio layer of him just going
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. I do enjoy it.
Can we have a song and then we'll splice you in going
Yeah. I can do my bird.
No. Hold on, we'll do, can we just hark back to Backstreet Boys? So we'll do the Tell Me Why and then you ready? You ready?
Tell me why.
The album's coming soon.
Yeah. This is what it's like being in Dublin. Just get random seagulls bellowing at you. Yeah, they do hit the song very hard. They play it over and over and over in any chance they get because they don't have money for advertising. So they just play the music video, cross the line, TNA, cross the line during the show that you're watching.
You're like, I've already crossed it.
Yeah.
Jeff.
I'm
Come
here.
on, mate.
Only people who have crossed. Suicide promo video.
Boy.
Chicken fried.
Is he an official boy for you?
He doesn't make the top 6, you see.
Yeah,
he's a periphery boy.
Okay.
He's booked in at the Boy in Breakfast.
Yes.
You know, he's got a car parking space. He's pre-booked.
But is it like Dead Man's Boots? Pardon the pun. Is it? No,
Hey,
cut that.
No,
you
it's
can't.
good. Suicide. That's very good.
I know.
It's quite clever.
Okay. You want it? Oh, right. Okay, so cut the bit where I said cut that.
I just gotta leave the whole thing in.
Like, is a 1 in, 1 out? Like, say if there was somebody at risk of being evicted from the stable, would he be next in?
Jeez, he could Pearl Harbor Bull Buchanan.
From which side?
Ooh, you know, he'll just hide
from the suicide.
Hey!
Beautiful.
That'll it. That's it.
So okay, so Bull is at risk. Okay,
he is. He hasn't done anything lately. By the way, lads, go check on our subreddit. I've stickied an official boys stable thread, so go put your boys stable. Tell us all. Just parade your boys on our subreddit.
Oh, cool.
I'll link in the description.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of listening to all this political crap that's been coming out of your mouth. Listen to me. This is my country. This is my home. And I'm damn proud of it.
By the stairwell, Sheikh Bashir is accosted by Rhino, who threatens to deport him, maybe in a body bag. And then how does Bashir react? Rochambeau! And then... and generic foreign noises is what I've written here.
So we've discussed Rhino being a jobber. For some reason, somebody decided 20 years ago, tell you what, Rhino, even though you were a fucking monster only 2 years ago and everyone was scared of you, now you're a jobber. He's in TNA, it's 2008, he's still a fucking jobber, but he's scaring the X Division champion. You're thinking, okay, they're giving Rhino a little something here. He's terrifying Martin Bashir, and you're thinking, okay, this is going. I just want to see Rhino get some respect. They wouldn't even let him leave the corridor, and he's sent packing. It's embarrassing for the man. He properly sells it as well, like a bit of the old kick to the balls, bit of chokey, and then he's got the the kind of trembling on the ground sell job. Oh, what a shame.
Maybe if his arms were longer, he could have been further away and the kick wouldn't have reached his dick, you know?
He could have reached in from a room.
Yeah.
Had like Owen Hart arms. Yeah.
Okay, moment. Help!
Sorry about your damn luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a hardcore Tag Gauntlet.
Give me your money and your alcohol. It's Cowboy James Storm, accompanied by the pride of Tennessee, Miss Jackie Moore. Jacqueline, in the WWF Attitude Era, who got her Norks out at Capital Carnage. Non-spicy. Oh my god, it's Dave Benzer! Dave Benzer sighting. He tells us Storm is facing Brother Ray. Quick, text 81676 to tell us what weapon should be used.
Ladder, table, or chair?
Listen, you need to tell people how much it costs. You can't just say, text me. No.
Was there not like little writing at the
No, there wasn't.
Come in to play. Oh! Drilled him. As you can see, countdown clock indicates we're just seconds away from finding out who's next.
It's going to be awful hard for these guys to stay all the way through this.
A countdown clock? What is this? An impromptu Royal Rumble. Sorry, a hardcore text-off gauntlet. Bobby Roode, Insecurity, and Buff Blockbuster. Nice. And number 4, Devon for the save. Tag Team Sidewalk Slam and Big Leg Drop. Can you give us some gunshots? It's Fernando. Oh, have you figured it out yet? This is an 8-man Royal Rumble featuring 4 tag teams. A legit minute between entrants. Who enters when? It's in order of a popularity poll, which is a separate poll to the weapons poll.
Which, yeah, so you had to text two things. I think it's the same number. The commentators plugged the poll during the Matt Morgan and Abyss backstage promo. And they said, get your vote in now. I think Abyss was currently winning. And then once the match started, they were like, oh, the text number has now changed to a weapon. Get your vote in now. It's the most TNA thing ever.
Maybe they were like, okay, we'll assume everyone just goes onto o2.ie, puts their username, password.
Do you remember web texting?
Yeah, 300 free web texts.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I only used about 3 of them. It was great.
Abyss.
Abyss twice. No, Steve would be Morgan.
Oh, yeah, Morgan. But now tell me this, right?
Tell me why.
And tell me no more.
What is more on the up and up? TNA Impact random texting polls or Taboo Tuesday polls? What do you think is more legit?
I know they said that the Taboo Tuesday ones were real, didn't they?
The Taboo Tuesday was real because if it wasn't, they would get sued. And the FCC would get all over them.
Okay.
But they'll just highly influence it by giving you one great option and 2 shit options.
Do you want Spike Dudley? Do you want Rhino? Or do you want Shawn Michaels?
Cyber Sunday.
Cyber Sunday was WWE's latest pay-per-view at this point. It was the October 2008 pay-per-view. So they were like, ooh, let's get in on that.
Wow, that was shameless. It's not even the end of October, so they literally didn't even wait like a week or two. They were like, stealing that. Gonna get some of that text money.
Supermax with a whoosh shoulder block and catches Storm for a pump up powerbomb. Safe doomsday device and Homicide is in. Double single leg rocket dropkick and follows up with a Hurricane Rana. Number 7 and beefy Matt Morgan's in. Everyone out of the pool. Homicide's out. Then Devon. Big back body drop. Hernandez is out. That's 3. Abyss is last out at number 8 to Matt's vociferous disapproval and gets Pearl Harbored and eliminated.
Oh, what a geek. And he just goes to roast and he's like, what are you doing?
I quite like this in that Morgan was cleaning house. The only thing that beat him was Abyss, basically. I thought that was interesting.
I wish the commentators put that over.
Yes, very much so.
Oh, so this is now a tag title match. But what weapon is legal, Dave Penzer? Can you give us a Dave Penzer tables?
Yeah, it's probably my best one.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans and voting, tables are legal!
Get the tables! Get the lighter fluid! And then we get chance for light it up, light it up. Big ECW chance as Devon douses the table. If you're wondering, TNA have these slices of ultraviolence as WWE went PG 3 months ago in July 2008. So this is how TNA can be an alternative. Abyss Pearl Harbor! No, you're not getting it. As the now annoyed crowd chant, we want fire.
We see Robert Roode going to try and elevate Devon up, but too much power, too much weight, and then there goes Roode right through the table.
3D through the table, but Jackie pulls the ref out. In the confusion, Storm spits beer in Devon's face and pins 1, 2, 3, and Beer Money steal it.
See, brother, oh, wait a minute. The beer just been spit in Devon's face. Now the referee goes in and counts him out.
He took a beer bump.
Hey,
that's worse than a hat bump.
It is worse than a hat bump.
Ooh,
I don't know, like the beer would
floating aspect to the hat, which gives a great comical effect.
You know, the beer would hurt your eyes.
It wouldn't, though.
But you wouldn't
really.
take a flat
You wouldn't take a bump.
And like lie down for 3 seconds.
Maybe it was like such a high proof whiskey. Do you know?
That'd be different if it was actual like spirits.
Yeah.
Then I kind of see it, but it's 2%.
Yeah.
Beer.
Light beer.
Yeah.
Maybe Session Moth could do that, the kind of Great Muta, the spirit spitting, but like have poaching.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'd be simple.
Or just like Dutch Gold, you know? Like it's basically acid, you know?
All in 10 minutes, 5 seconds. What do you think about that?
I enjoyed this whole match, whatever you want to call it, rumble match, segment, whatever.
No, it was a bit of everything, wasn't it?
Hardcore text off gauntlet.
Yeah, sorry, excuse me.
But that turned into a regular tag match for the end.
Yeah.
But they announced the end when there were still 3 teams left in it. It was very messy.
Yeah. Good action in it. Good fun. It wasn't a clinic by any means, but I enjoyed watching it.
My main thing is, like, would it kill you to have 2 minutes between entrants? Yeah.
A 20-minute match on Impact.
Yeah, like
nothing goes more than 4, Jay.
We can cut Roxy out, whatever she's doing. Just
She's there, she has a minute, like, in this.
Shit. Okay. What else have we got? Bashir, you can go. yeah. Taylor Wilde, you can go as well.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, you can have the main event next week.
Awesome. Okay, you don't want Kong next week.
Yeah,
okay.
Kong next week. Yeah. How is there no time? There's 90 minutes.
What about like taking out a couple of the songs? Because we had 2 full songs.
Yeah. And 10 minutes of the hobo parade. Yeah. Yeah, they're wasting time. Like every time we come back from ad break, there's the cross the line.
True.
Yeah, there's like a lot of that, like those little videos, or the ones where they're hyping up their pay-per-view, which I get you have to do because you've got to get more than 30,000 fans to buy it. You know, but yeah, the wrestling definitely suffers. Like this match in terms of wrestling was good. I thought the crowd were into it, but I thought the booking of it was shit. It was like it's just an absolute mess, and then they mistimed the announcement of the weapons, and there were 3 teams left when there should have been 2 teams, and yeah, it was just very, very messy.
Like you can, we're. I don't think it's accurate because it's only after you finish the match do you realize what the rules are. Because I'm paying attention watching it and I can't understand what's going on. Mike TNA feverishly trying to explain the multiple gimmicks and steps in the bout, Hawk the text number, options of how to text, and fucking Team 3Ds. Ribbit. Just TNA, condensed TNA.
Yeah.
Because this hardcore tag team text-off gauntlet, it's going to kick off. First 2 participants, order of entrance text mode may be over, but now, ladies and gentlemen, you can text to let us know exactly what weapon you want legal in this match.
Kurt Angle earlier when he announced the Main Event Mafia.
Kurt Angle in ring interview as he enters the camera cuts to Deepander, who got a beating from Kurt last week. 2 things on this. How was Kurt not suspended? He battered a non-wrestler. How do you know? And you're back the next week.
I think in storyline, right? I think TNA as a company is so desperate that they let the big stars get away with stuff. I actually think that might be the kayfabe reason.
Ooh, so like the front line have a point. There is preferential treatment.
Yeah.
Okay. Other thing, question. Kurt battering Dave Penzer. How would he sell? Do you know what I mean? If you punch Dave Penzer, what noise does he make? So.
Ouch! This group of special individuals, we're talking champions, will change the face of professional wrestling forever.
So the first live appearance of the now leader of the Main Event Mafia. Oh, how many world titles did the MEM have at this point? Just WWF and WCW, so we're not counting like NWA, TNA, or IWGP, which was the IGF. It's a spin-off promotion. Kurt with 8, all while in WWF/E, including the WCW belt. Sting had 7 in WCW. Sting is 7. Booker T, 5-time WCW champion. 1 in WWE as King Booker. Same with Nash. 5 in WCW and 1 in WWF as Diesel. So all in, 27 major championships. 27 highest of the high honours.
And 3 TNA.
So Jeff, look me face to face. And if you can't do it for yourself...
I love how Kurt demands Jarrett come out and 4 seconds later Jarrett is like, pew! It's like Bret Hart. Like, it's real to him. Angle's still salty over losing at Bound for Glory to him and wants a rematch. Double J rebuffs, saying, I've passed the torch. Maybe you should too. It's not about me. It's about AJ, Joe, Machismo, blah, 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 and flubs, including Motor Shitty Machine Gun.
Mother Shitty Machine Gun. Shut your damn mouth!
Motor Shitty, Machine Guns, and the guy behind you, Evil Grinning Abyss. Schmuzz and Angle escapes to the ring. Oh, furious.
Abyss is grand now, isn't he? He got his fresh layer of cream. He's fucking happy out.
Pseudo cream. Boom. Solved, you know?
Yeah.
Burns, nappy rash, you know? You don't need anything else, lads.
So you got Abyss and Christian in the locker room sharing their pseudo cream.
He does have quite the nappy. But who's got a safe bum bum?
True.
Who's laughing now?
Yeah. Like Hogan
Who's
needed.
laughing now?
Hogan needed that, like, for his career.
Ooh, a second music video. Ooh, is this Disturbed? It's like it does sound like David Draymond.
Indestructible. Indestructible.
It's catchy.
Yeah,
It is.
It's a good song.
It is. It's Indestructible from Disturbed's fourth album, released only 4 months ago in June. Wrestling fans might know Disturbed from Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme.
Yeah,
the
awesome.
best ever Steve Austin theme that he had for what, about 3 months?
Oh, it was
Not long enough.
way not long enough.
Between the Rock and Austin. Oh my God! And here comes Triple H from behind.
Did you know that Disturbed actually made a song for the game as well?
I think I've heard it before.
There's only been a snippet released. Triple H obviously didn't use it. He just stuck with Motorhead.
Yeah.
Sad. Here, a quick snippet. Anything on Disturbed? Do you like Disturbed?
I'm a big fan. Actually, I have most of their albums. They're quite unique. Yeah, like there's not many bands that sound like them. And one of my favorite things about them is like every album they have one banger of a cover song. In their first album, they have a cover of Shout. In one of their albums, they do This is the Land of Confusion. Rah, 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 rah. And then they also do the incredible cover of The Sound of Silence as well, which is stunning.
I like that one,
Yeah.
Disturbed actually have a song called The Game, which is, not a cover, it's just a song.
Is that the one like all the people in the projects, rah. All the people in the high rise, rah. All the essays in the barrio, rah.
Or just Abyss ahead of Abyss comes up and does that. Rah.
Hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi.
Kong versus Taylor Wilde for the TNA.
Silence! Swine. How many times does Kong have to go through this fair-haired American?
Silence, swine! Raisha Saeed, Kong's mouthpiece, says Kong's finished with you, Taylor Wilde. After tonight, no more with you.
It's fucking cringeworthy, this, isn't it?
It's bollocks, like.
Yeah. I wonder if she had fun doing it. I
better have. No one else is.
Like, she's rolling her R's in words that don't even have R's. She's not like, awesome.
Yeah, Tay isn't having it, saying if you're gonna beat me and take my title, you have to throw a pen at Steve. Apparently, you'll have to end my career to do it. Do you like that?
Yeah, I think, I like Taylor. At the time, Taylor Wilde was doing a great job. She was only 22.
Wow.
Lads, she came back to Impact Wrestling in 2022.
Yeah.
And she's not even 40 yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Any splices on that?
Yeah.
Better you than me.
This isn't about you. No. No. This is about the future. I'm the TNA Knockouts champion. And if Kong wants to beat me, she's going to have to end my career to do it.
Solid babyface rebuttal here.
It's great.
And I really like her messy, made-up hair.
Yeah.
Like, it's obvious you put loads of work into making it look messy. Look great. For the TNA Knockouts Championship, it's Awesome Kong challenging champion Taylor Wilde. I love Kong's entrance, shooting her from underneath, showing her in a dominant, imposing position. Looks great. Bicycle. Taylor, her hair is much more unkempt. Like, this just tells you by looking at her, they shot that promo earlier in the day and she's gone off and done loads since.
Yep.
So it's fine now.
Working on her spots in the ring early in the day and all that kind of jazz, yeah.
Scrappy Doo takes it to Kong, duck and kick, club to the chest, big head of steam off the ropes and is clobbered down. Dodge a splash and get right back to it. I like her leg swing elbow drop, like to kind of get more torque. She goes,
yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Tries a top rope, nothing, and gets walloped, and Kong takes control. So this is a giant slayer match where the babyface has to be quick, smart, and explosive to try evade the superior brute strength of the heel. Like reversing a powerbomb into a faceplant. Miss on a dropkick from the top. Risk a powerbomb for a Hurricane Rana. Successful. Too successful. Too successful. Raisha swipes and causes a distraction to allow Kong a big time powerbomb, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, and the new and 2-time Knockouts champion is Awesome Kong.
It's Awesome Kong! Oh my God! Oh man! Here is your winner and new TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Awesome Kong!
And I thought this match was great. Such a fiery babyface. I don't think anyone ever really talks about Taylor Wilde as being a great wrestler, but she is. Yeah, except for Steve. But she is. She's really good. She's really quack. She's really good. She's really quick. She's really snappy. And if you go back and watch that top rope dropkick, she fucking planted her feet right on Kong's face, and it looked fantastic. Just wish it was more than 3.5 minutes. Give me the 10 minutes that the ridiculous tag team battle royal that turned into a tables singles tag team match got, and give it here, and I guarantee you there's nothing else on this show that's gonna touch it.
Okay, similar high thoughts? How are you feeling?
Yeah, really good. It's impossible for me not to compare it to the Gail Kim Kong matches because Taylor is playing a similar character to Gail Kim. Given more time, bit more build, I think they could have matched that quality, actually, these two. Yeah, really enjoyed it, but yeah, far too short.
What do you think of her personality promo? Do you think that's similar around Kim?
I never thought Gail Kim was particularly good on the mic. The thing is, yeah, Taylor would need to shake things up. I mean, it is bland babyface stuff. It's
what if she
fine
had
for
Roxy's gimmick of like, I don't give shit. I don't care about Spot TV. Fuck Spot TV.
I lose all the time. I don't mind.
I still get my 20 grand a year.
Yeah, really hot bout. We only got like bullet points. 3 minutes 22 or 202 seconds.
Jesus.
I was watching. I was like, I'm enjoying this, and bang, it's done.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It kind of breaks my heart that they didn't get their big pay-per-view. Like, they're never going to get 20 minutes, but they could get 11, 12 minutes, and let them go out there and tear the house down as much as they can,
Ooh, why don't you tune in to Turning Point in 2 episodes' time, Steve?
Ooh.
Well, no, that's, what do they call false advertisement? Like a nice version of that? Giving you false hope, Steve. Ooh, who's in the crowd for the main event?
Eureka Bully Ray. Was I close?
Nick Bockwinkle.
Oh yeah!
Oh, Bockers.
What he must live in Vegas and would happen to be in the casino. There's no other answer for this.
He just wandered in.
Yeah.
They told him it's this way to the free buffet. I was like, hang on.
They should have given him a microphone and let him try to tell us what was coming up next.
Have him explain that text off gauntlet.
You're on the spot, Bockwinkle.
Vader has won the three-way match.
The triangle match.
The triangle match.
Nick, that's enough.
I was like, okay, so you got Nick Bockwinkle. Anyone else? No. Okay.
Yeah, there's usually like 2 or 3, people in the crowd, plants or whatever. Nah.
That was it. 5 matches down if you count the tag as 2 separate bouts, which we don't. So 4 matches down, 1 match left with 20 minutes left on the clock. It's time for your main event.
That's the Main Event Mafia, and the Impact Main Event is next.
It's your main event. A tag match. It's Samoa Joe and AJ Styles versus TNA World Champion Sting and big sexy Kevin Nash. Heels come out to a rip of Sting's WCW theme. Steve, can you give me Metallica Seek and Destroy? Can you give me Sting's TNA theme? Jong jong. Jong jong jong.
Flying the bumblebee over here.
Oh, there's an AJ in HD sign. Do you think that's a plant?
Yes,
Yeah,
it fucking
it's
is.
gotta be. It's gotta be.
He's advertising.
I was thinking if I went there, I'd put blah, blah, blah in HD because you'll definitely get on TV.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you look like a twat.
That's never stopped me before.
But then again, no one's going to see it. And to be fair, they were getting 1.6 million a week at this point, which is numbers that people would kill for nowadays.
There's also a click for life.
For life.
Sorry, just to pop you. But
I'm going to guarantee that Mick Foley's announcement, which is still to come, will be the one that we never, ever forget.
AJ and Nash start. So AJ tags in Joe, who has beef with Nash. So Nash tags in Sting. Screw you. Great. I was going to say it builds to a hot tag to Joe, but we're talking literally seconds of wrestling.
You're going to say it builds to a hot bin.
I was hoping he was going to.
I think there's a hot bin hurtling towards OSW. You won't know when it's coming. It'll be there. Joe unloads on Nash. Sting tries to intervene with a stinger splash and is ejected, but Nash gets the Legends belt, whammo, and steals the win.
Samoa Joe. Oh, but Kevin Nash brought the championship belt into play, and Kevin Nash just drilled Joe right between the eyes with the title belt.
Here are your winners, Sting and big sexy Kevin Nash.
So we don't get to hear that often. We get to hear Nash's theme play. Can you give us a rendition?
It goes like...
No, that's Abyss.
It's very similar.
No,
like it's similar
Abyss
notes.
is more like... Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, because
like, Abyss is the do 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 boo do do do.
Yeah.
And Nash's is like... They heard the same actually.
Coronation Street.
Like his theme song, it's so lazy.
It suits him perfectly.
It's a drone, you know.
Like
Nash's Tron should be him lying against the wheel of a truck, stretching.
The teamster. I love it. Just to note, the entrances last 2 minutes 8 seconds. The match lasts 6 minutes 40 seconds. So, you know, quarter.
That's actually longer than I thought it was.
Yeah. Shambles of a match. If you're wondering how come AJ didn't break up the pin, he was on the floor outside because he splashed Stinger like a tope turn hilo, suicide dive to the outside, but it was completely missed by the camera. No matter. Post-match schmoz. The baby faces get their heat back, so the MEM rush to the ring and get their heat back. Yeah. Joe has bladed from the world title shot. AJ blades from the Legends title shot.
Why are Joe and AJ already fighting the Main Event Mafia on free TV.
That's weird.
Makes no sense to me.
This is a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You build to this one.
Yeah. And it wasn't even good. Like, watching this match wouldn't make me want to see more of this feud.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like what they're doing with Joe and AJ's characters. They come across as real bratty, real snotty, you know, like kind of jealous. And it's like, definitely not someone I want to cheer for. Particularly Joe. I think Joe is like being a real dick.
Yeah. But he's had that whiny thing going on since coming up to Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
Probably.
The two originals beaten and bloodied as the heels stand tall and victorious, punctuating the Main Event Mafia are here.
Here they are, the four of them standing tall, and they're so proud of what they've done tonight.
Just hilarious that this big new faction that you're building the company around, the Main Event Mafia, Nash and Sting don't do house shows. So not only are they not showing up as a faction, half aren't showing up at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. TNA.
I am shocked Booker does house shows.
Yes, so am I.
Maybe he has to pay for the belt in installments. He has to work it off, basically.
And here he comes! Mick Foley's on his way to the arena in Vegas!
Okay, check the watch. 11 minutes left. It's your real main event. Mick Foley's announcement.
I'm still hoping, as we're watching this live, as we are and always do, I am still hoping that this announcement's not going to be something about Foley investing in TNA. It's got to be big. Like Cena. Cena's going to turn up and join the front line. That's what I'm hoping for here.
Okay. Mick voices a statement about him that's followed him for decades. He's got a bit of cashola because he's the cheapest, tightest, most frugal wrestler that ever laced up a pair of boots. We get a nice head-to-toe shot. You like this? Imagine in your mind's eye here. White sneakers, dark sweatpants, pale blue work shirt, rolled up sleeves, grey tee underneath, all under a marsh green. Sans the marsh green moccasin waistcoat.
That's true. That's you.
Oh, jeez. If I heel turned and joined with Tatanka.
Something you gotta sink your teeth into, making some kind of an investment.
Now what?
Main Event Mafia interrupts. Kurt in his gigantic non-tailored shirt, swimming in it. Bit of Tommy Wiseau. Hey, last week you said you'd take a Kurt and wipe your Angle. Kurt Angle headbutts him. Okay, Steve, what's the big reveal?
Oh, go on, tell me.
Mick maniacally muses that he's now a major shareholder. You've just headbutted your new boss.
Like, I wonder if there was anyone, because, you know, I assume TNA did not have a lot of young children fans, right? I wonder if anyone was watching this thinking, oh, this is exciting, or were they thinking, another kayfabe fucking major shareholder in a company angle. Oh, how dare you. Is there anything worse in wrestling than being teased with a big announcement and it being something shit? Is there anything worse in wrestling?
Ooh, Shawn Michaels needs a last minute replacement. No Way Out 98. It's Los Periquas Savio Vega. Which I think I've worked myself up into actually loving it.
Savio Vega being introduced to a chorus of boos for this non-sanctioned matchup.
One of the worst things that ever happened to wrestling was Vince McMahon being so incredible at his heel owner gimmick, because everyone tried to copy it and no one can.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember what company it was. It wasn't TNA, so maybe it was like an indie company, maybe Ring of Honor. But like, okay, we're teasing. There's big people coming out at this, and they had the main eventers come out. The lights go off. The lights turn back on.
Bobby Fish.
It depends what year. 2023. The rocket straps. It's a VKM.
Yeah.
And when everyone sees it, they just go, oh. And they're like, what were you expecting? Start giving out to the crowd. We're not popping.
Fucking hell.
One in the ring. The lights are on. It's the James game. The fans not too appreciative of the James game.
Well, who the hell did you expect?
Foley is the new TNA commissioner, effectively removing Jim Cornette as an on-screen talent, Mick reprising his commissioner role that he had in WWE. Spicy bit of Kurt. Kurt asks him, like, how you doing? Because nothing concerns me more than your health. And Mick Foley's like, oh, I appreciate your insincerity.
Because nothing concerns me more than your health. Kurt, I appreciate your insincerity.
Or his great chemistry with Edge and Christian. So it's Mick and Deborah are there. Edge and Christian come in and it's like, hey, look, it's Beauty and the Beast. Sorry, Deborah. Like, oh, and then they high five.
Mick, Deborah, Beauty and the Beast. No offense, Deborah.
You got me.
That's good.
Kurt Angle.
You're free. You're free to work here if you want.
Foley does his best 90s Vince impression.
Kurt Angle, you're free.
Yes, you're free to work here if you want. Do you want to be part of history or be history? The choice is up to you. Confetti celebration and we're out. Bang, bang. Actually, just pay for one bang. Bang. We'll get it in the edit.
He promised it would change the landscape. TNA, Mick Foley just crossed the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a free-for-all. There are no friends, only enemies, as it's every man for himself.
What do you think about all that?
As an on-screen personality, I think Foley is potentially the only good babyface authority figure in wrestling history.
What about Teddy Long? Holla, holla, holla.
Oh, fuck off.
So you guys didn't get the malice in his face that it's contorted.
But yeah, obviously the non-surprise was awful, but it's great to see Foley giving as good as he gets with the heels. And really enjoyed the episode of Impact. I mean, wrestling, nothing to speak about other than the few minutes of the women's title match that we got, but otherwise very enjoyable. The highlight was the interview with the Main Event Mafia.
Oh, I was like gonna ask you, because it's enjoyable, but like, what do you remember? What happened? Like
The interview with the Main Event Mafia. Oh, in the interview
No,
itself?
in the whole...
Oh, that.
Like, what happened on Impact without looking at you?
That and the women's match.
That's it. That's a tidy 6 minutes.
Yeah, but I felt good watching the show.
And 2 music videos, I remember that.
Yeah, and the rain going up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's such a good visual.
Yeah.
Very talky show. I wasn't quite ready for the hour and 20 minutes of speaking and the 10 minutes of wrestling. Yeah, obviously it's not that bad, but
it was
it
less
felt
than
like
27 minutes.
Yeah. But I still really liked it. I thought that the Main Event Mafia, was that's great. Anything to do with the Mafia, I really, really liked. The matches were nothing to speak of except for Taylor Wilde and Awesome Kong. I didn't like the tag match. I thought it was too messy. But it's an enjoyable watch. It feels so different. It's fresh. It's a bit fast-paced, you know? Give me, like, 2 less segments and more time to let things breathe a bit. But other than that, like, what TNA had, this is a company at their peak, and they had an incredible roster. Great wrestlers, die-hard fans, some solid angles. Overall, thumbs up. Very much like being back in TNA land.
Yeah, excellent. Yep, said it all there. 1,000 in attendance, 1.13 rating, or 1.6 million viewers, 72% males, average age of 42.
That's quite young, actually.
What's Raw now? NXT is like 50.
Yeah, like they're both over 55 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nuts.
NXT.
Yeah,
has an average age of 55.
Yeah, like, of people watching. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think the rest.
The rest are wild and young.
For fuck's sake, Steve.
I thought, there's some veterans backstage, jack up
like
the age.
some of them would have to be 80.
What's Hulk Hogan doing? Who's that over in the corner?
Where is Bockwinkle?
But yeah, hot crowd. Love the crowd. Everyone's up with it. Teeming with life. Like your sandals, people. Fast, insane pace. No time for anything to really hit home. But it's TNA. You never settle into the matches. It's all done as kind of bullet points. Constantly hurtling towards the finish into the next segment. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyable. Intensity. I just think this might do amazing in modern day. Because every segment could be like a 3-minute TikTok. You know? But what have we got next time on OSW? We have the TNA Originals form and battle lines are drawn. Impact gets 141 2/3% more awesome. Yeah, I know. Quit hustling me. You're watching the show. And that does it for this week, folks. Oh, tidy, svelte. Kind of like Impact itself, you know, condensed intensity,
high energy.
Like Coco.
I'll be Coco.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll take that. Man, that's
you
a
can
solid.
be the birds.
I was gonna say
you can be Frankie. Just small circle. Just come in there. We found a way.
We set that joke up hours ago.
Yeah,
literally.
Solid. So if you want to slip us a couple of bucks, keep us frying seagulls and getting some nice bag of chips along the way, you can support us at
nuggeryou.oswreview.com.
Yes, and do we have anything?
What else are you hawking here? What do you want? Do you want more money? Is it?
Yeah, just
Give me the fucking money, like.
I would like
fucking money.
Just slip over this way. That's what we'll do. Yeah, just give us some money. That would be great. And so it's a goodbye from V1.
Take a boot.
OSC. And myself, the 2.5-time Golden Dogger Award winner, Jay Hunter. And remember, a winner is you.